So I guess this is the new normal. Oh, if you're viewing this video in the future, it is March 23rd, 2020, and we are in a shelter-in-place situation because of COVID-19. And both the schools I work for, and I guess schools around the country, are now moving to online instruction. We are limited to grocery runs and pharmacy runs, and told not to socialize or gather in groups of 10 or more, but we're also told, don't do any visiting, and well, things are very apocalypse feeling. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been running around getting my parents set up. As soon as I got wind that there could possibly be limitations on leaving the house and whatnot, I ran out and got them toilet paper. Before the toilet paper craze, I got them toilet paper. I didn't get any for myself. I did that at a later time. And I didn't hoard. I didn't get too many, just enough. I needed to make sure they had food, emergency water, even though water is not in danger of being scarce, nor are groceries. The reason that we have empty shelves is that people bought like 3 to 4 times more than they usually buy, cleared out the shelves, made it look like a shortage. The rest of us panicked. I panic bought cat food because my usual brand was out. And so I bought the $1 a can, teeny tiny cans. And as I was putting them in my carriage, I'm like, why am I doing this? I have plenty at home. They will restock the shelves. But we're all trying to control what we can control at this time. Trying to see which home health care workers would come to give Dad a bath and help Mom take her shower, and getting some assistive devices in the house, just running around doing things. And I was supposed to be doing the transition to online. Now, I've taught online for many years. I'm good at it, but I needed to take the existing live classes and create online work for them. And I was so distracted running around and then collapsing exhausted that I waited till the very last minute. So there I was, needing to get my head into work again. And it just wasn't happening. I just was kind of rocking back and forth, staring into space. I just couldn't seem to drag myself over to my laptop to start creating, the lessons I needed to create. And I thought to myself, have I ever felt like this before, and how did I do it? Well, I would just force myself, and I'm excellent at forcing myself to do things I don't feel like doing. But I said, no, let me give myself some loving support in this, and ease myself over to the computer to do the work. What can I do to transition from hysterical apocalypse, watching way too much news and videos and even conspiracy theories, like just obsessing over what the next restriction will be? I said, okay, this is a matter of conditioning my brain. So this is what I did. I am not advising you to do these things. I am not prescribing these things. I am simply reporting what worked for me. Why is there this weird flickering? What if I moved here? Would there be flickering? No. But the lighting's better over here. Oh, the dilemma. See if I can hold the darn thing steady. Okay. I took a supplement. It's called 5-HTP. I forgot who recommended it to me, but it supposedly boosts serotonin production in the brain. I know that it has worked for me in the past, so it's kind of a no-brainer. If it worked in the past, it'll work now, probably. So I took a couple of those. It's just a supplement. You can get it at any drugstore or order it if you're buying things on Amazon, which I am. I'm an Amazonian. Took that. I got out my dark chocolate. See, I usually eat dark chocolate when I'm going to work. I even nibble it in the class. It just perks me up, makes me feel good. And chocolate, it has a happy effect. It's special. It's candy. But I eat the super dark one that tastes like coffee grounds, but that's what I like. So I got myself some chocolate. So far, what do we have? 5-HTP. We got chocolate. We have deciding to be nice to oneself and not push too hard. Then I took care of the television problem. Did I shut it? No. I like the TV. I like the voices. But I didn't like the doom and gloom. So I went to YouTube and I looked up one of my favorites, Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he's a neuroscientist or a neuroscience researcher. He's a chiropractor too. Anyway, I love his stuff, and he talks about the physical connections in the brain and how to rework them to create happiness and freedom and to get out of the ruts of our own stuckness and personality and whatnot. So I put him on, and I put it on autoplay so that it would be more of him and more of spiritual teachers talking about transformation and positivity and wellness. And then I got on the sofa with my cushy, soft Sherpa blanket and dozed off. Because sleeping resets the brain. When I awoke, I had some lovely oolong tea. Or was it green tea? A delicious tea. Some nice caffeine that I like. Makes me feel good. And then I was ready to work. Now, I still had to do a little dragging and forcing, but it wasn't that bad. I said, all right, let me just do one class at a time. Let me just do what I can do for now. And I blazed through quite a bit. 2 classes got updated. 2 other classes got a nice email. I finished an online training that I was supposed to do for myself. Cybersecurity, something. It took a while. But I did it. And now how good I feel, and still a little perky. It happens to be late, so I'm going to wind down now. I can finish the other classes tomorrow, and I have confidence that I can put my brain into work mode and get out of depressive apocalypse mode. So I just wanted to tell you that story. You do what works for you. But let me just tell you, that first step was to be kind and not beat myself up and be like, you should be working. What's the matter with you? No. Let me support myself. Let me magic carpet my way over to the computer in the nicest possible way. And it worked. And then the other interventions, they may or may not work for you. They worked for me. So you just have to be good to yourself, especially now. And if you're watching this after the COVID-19 all blows over into the new world, the advice remains: being kind to yourself, supportive, and ride that magic carpet. Take care of yourselves.